Last thing I would like to touch on is if you would like to get in touch with us, these are basically the two ways. You can go to AAYSP.org and read more about the history, the organization, and the national organization. And also you can go to AAYSP.com and get connected with the members here and the members from all over the world and learn more about it. Thank you for coming, and I hope to see you in our next events and meetings.
Okay, thank you, Eddie. Right now, our next segment, we will skip through it since Eddie covered most of the things. We have a raffle prize, and that's a flash drive, 2 of them. So I will have the little girl over there to come and pick a ticket, if you can come from the stage. You guys excited? I don't hear it. You guys excited? Okay. All right, give me a ticket from over there. Shuffle them and give me a ticket. Give me one. All right, ticket number 444795. 795. Ticket that ends with 795. Is it you? 795? Is it verified? That's your flash shot. Congrats. Okay, let's do another one. Give me another one. Okay, thank you. 44816. 816. Okay, it's your pleasure. Let me see the ticket. Thank you. Yep, 816. Okay, congrats. Okay, our next segment. That's a presentation that we're going to skip about since I don't want to bore you. So our guest speaker is Anissa Sahobas. She's the Director of Education at Creative Access. And she holds an education degree in secondary education from Wayne State University, and a master's from University of Michigan. So please welcome Anissa.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Well, assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'd first like to thank AAYSP for inviting me to speak here. Let me tell you, when I first heard about the organization, I wasn't really sure what they were all about. And fortunately, Ida invited me to one of the meetings, and I really got to know what the aim of AAYSP was. Usually when I attend organizational meetings, I think I'm attending for one thing and it turns out to be something totally different. But what I found with this group is that their aim is only to promote higher education amongst Yemenis and the community at large, but mainly Yemeni Americans. So I'd really like to applaud their effort and to congratulate them on this initiative and on the really good work that they're doing. They're super organized. That's something that I've observed in attending these meetings. And they're a group really to be proud of. And I encourage anyone who's interested in helping with this initiative to contact one of the core members and to really get involved. This is really an incredible group here. The other thing that I'd like to do is something I don't like to do very often, but for the purpose of speaking to the high school students and middle school students, and just to show that we come from the same background. A lot of what I've encountered and how I grew up is extremely similar to all of you. So I came to the U.S. when I was about 3 with my parents, actually with my mom and brother. My father was already here. And just similar to probably most of your parents, the reason why they came here is for a better life. They wanted a better life for us and for themselves. My father was already here. He was here probably in '79. That's when he arrived to the U.S. Found a job, bought a house, car, did all of that to make sure that by the time we got here, you know, he was already pretty settled. And fast forward a few years, when I first entered college, I had no idea what I wanted to go into. You know, I was pretty sure it was the medical field. You know, I entertained the idea of med school or medicine, then pharmacy. So I entered college with those 2 things in mind. Started working with Access as a volunteer. I tutored. And probably my first year of high school, one of the things that I noticed with a lot of the students that were coming to Access for help is their lack of English skills. Even those who were born here and, you know, or were raised here from a very small age, what I noticed is that they had a lot of trouble in conveying their thoughts, mainly in writing. So I came up with this program. It was called the Success Program, which was short for Students Understanding Clear Communications, 10 Social Skills. I applied for a grant through what's now Macy's, was Hudson's at the time, and they funded this project. They thought it was a worthwhile project, and that's how my work with Access started. Pretty soon, I realized I was moving into a totally different direction, and I started thinking about education. My parents weren't totally pleased. They had, you know, they had their mindset on me going into medicine. But then they started seeing that this was a, you know, worthwhile thing. So I tell you this because it's okay to not know what you're doing right now. It's okay to enter college, even for the first and second year, and not know clearly what you're going to do. But I encourage you to volunteer, to take part in community service projects, to do job shadowing. I think that's when I realized that, you know, maybe I should go in a different direction. I volunteered at a hospital for almost a year in different departments, you know, just trying to get an idea of what's done in certain fields within medicine. And I realized I loved interaction with people a lot more than, you know, probably pharmacy, which is a totally noble profession. My sister's going into it. I encourage her to do that. But then I thought maybe education was a better calling for me. So I encourage you to do this. You know, instead of changing majors every year, which I see a lot, you know, take on a job shadowing experience during the summer, during your breaks from school. It'll really give you a pretty good idea of what the field is all about, and if you're truly interested in it. The second thing that I wanted to do is, because I know I only have maybe 7 minutes, so, and I'm used to talking a lot longer, but the other thing that I wanted to do is just have a very short discussion on why we should go to college. You know, we hear this a lot. From the time we're young, we're always hearing you should go to college. But why? So I normally don't like talking at people. I like to have a discussion. So can someone answer that question? Those who answer, by the way, will get a raffle ticket and you'll participate in the raffle prizes too. How did you have the raffle tickets? Sure. So why do we go to college? Some reasons. Okay, how about you? Okay, to get an education and to get a job. Okay. More reasons. How about you right there? Yes, in orange. Okay, to get a better life for education purposes. What else? Yes. A little louder. To be more educated. Okay, very good reasons. Okay, all of these, so we have three raffle tickets. How about someone in the back? But you're going to have to yell really loud. Yes, in the black. Okay, did anyone from this middle ground here, they want to know? Okay, a little louder.